As the federal takeover of law enforcement continues in the nation's capital, the Justice Department is now investigating whether police in Washington manipulated data to make crime rates appear lower. That's according to two senior law enforcement officials who spoke to NBC News. In May, a commander at the Metropolitan Police Department was suspended amid allegations he altered that data. He denies those claims. President Trump referenced the investigation in a Truth Social post earlier this week, saying, quote, D.C. gave fake crime numbers in order to create a false illusion of safety, adding they are under serious investigation. NBC News legal affairs reporter Gary Grumbach joins us now from Washington. So, Gary, the president claimed D.C. was the most unsafe city in the U.S. and perhaps the world before he deployed the National Guard there. The city's mayor pointed to these statistics, which suggested crime in the capital was already at a 30-year low. Do we know who's telling the truth in light of this new development?
Well, first off, D.C. is not the most unsafe city in the U.S. If you look at the FBI crime data, Toledo, Cleveland, Memphis, and Little Rock all have more crime per capita than D.C. But D.C., of course, is a major American city, and of course, there is crime, and it has been going down over the past several years. Now, this crime data incident was first reported by our friends here at NBC Washington, and it involves a police district commander. There's 7 police districts across the city. One of the commanders in one of those districts is being accused of manipulating crime within that district. So this is not an across-the-board kind of thing. It's a very specified, specific incident. He was placed on paid leave, and there was an internal investigation happening at MPD before this DOJ investigation was announced. Joe?
Well, let's talk about what we know about who's running this investigation. What are they going to be looking at? Could this lead to any charges?
So this is being run out of the U.S. Attorney's Office here in D.C., who was run by former Fox News host Jeanine Pirro, a friend of President Trump's. This is going to be a more wide-ranging investigation. I think it's going to look at a lot of the individuals that are at top of Metropolitan Police Department, including Chief Pamela Smith, and to see what the data looks like across the board, even though this incident was very specific and targeted. It's going to have an opportunity to look all across the board, and there's no specified charges that are apparent yet.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.